Today we are going to compare Ozone Elements AI mastering versus eMastered versus Landr. Three different AI mastering tools that we're going to compete against each other with the same song so that we can objectively get feedback and decide which one is better, which one perhaps should you go with if you're going to master your song using AI. So I want to better inform you and just give you my personal feedback and opinion, and hopefully it helps you. So let's dive right in. So already got my snippet of the song ready to go. I've uploaded it in all three versions. So what we're going to simply do is just going to listen back to back between each three, and I'll point out the differences that I'm hearing. And they are going to be subtle, so you want to make sure that you have good headphones or good speakers to listen from. If you're just doing this on laptop speakers, it's probably going to be very hard for you to hear those subtle differences. So make sure you have a good listening source before you actually, watch the rest of this, so you can really hear those subtleties, okay? Because that's really important in mastering, is to be able to hear the subtleties. So first we're going to listen to eMastered, right? It's already done. You literally just drag and drop your track. It just masters it for you within minutes, and then you can listen to it. And this is what we have. So that's eMastered, and they do give us some options here. We can choose how much mastering intensity we want it to be, how much compression intensity. Same with EQ, same with the stereo width, same with the volume, and I actually really like that. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. You can actually adjust. You can even add, if you want, say I want more treble, I can increase the high end. If I want more bass, I can increase the low end, right? You can reduce it as well. So I already like that. Right off the bat, they're giving you a lot of flexibility. You can also, again, if you want to make your master wider, you can totally do that. And you can do all this while it's playing. So you're doing it all in real time here. All right, so that's really great. Personally, I suggest just keeping everything on the default normal setting. You don't want to overdo it. It's easy to overdo things, right? So I'm just going to leave it all on normal. Let the AI kind of take care of it itself, right? So we'll listen to this one more time. This is everything on normal default setting. Now let's go to Landr. Okay, let's listen to the master we have over here. So same thing here, we have some options, but not as many options. We can choose between warm, balance, and open. Not sure what that means, so we'll actually click all of them. So it seems like this is just adding more high end when we have it on open versus warm versus balanced. So I'll have it on open just to add a little more high end. Because when I listened to the eMastered version, it definitely sounded a little more crispy, which I really liked. Definitely has a more hi-fi sound. And right away when we went to Landr, it sounded a lot more dull. Now that we switch it to open, it's a little bit closer. Here we have something similar as well. We have loudness control. Let's say we want it a little bit louder. Now we'll go back to eMastered. Yeah, right off the bat, I'm going to say eMastered is already way better. Not only do they give you a lot more options for how you want to adjust your mastering, but it just, even the default setting itself, it just already sounds cleaner. It sounds more just separated and defined, and it sounds more hi-fi to me. It sounds less compressed in a good way. And we go to Landr here. just sounds more mushed together, more muddy, more overly compressed. Personally, I'm not a fan of this. Already eMastered has won just based off of that, but now we're going to go to Ozone Elements, okay? And also, not to mention, Landr barely gives you any options. You can only choose between style and loudness, whereas eMastered you can basically adjust everything. So eMastered not only sounds better, but it also gives you a lot more flexibility. So now we're going to go into Ozone Elements here. Let's take a listen. So I did a full video review on Ozone itself. You can check that out. But here we do have the option. I'll quickly recap. We can choose based on genre how we want the AI to master. So I have EDM selected. You can also do pop, rap, etc., etc. You can change the width here as well as the loudness over here under dynamics match. Okay, so there's not too much you can do other than that, but it does give you some flexibility. So we'll listen to it one more time, and then we'll listen to eMastered and see how those two compete. Okay, now let's go back to eMastered. One more time. I gotta say, eMastered to me sounds better. It actually sounds better. It just sounds more hi-fi. Let's switch this to the hip-hop rap setting on Ozone. Let's listen to it again. All right, back to eMastered. Yeah, I'm still liking eMastered a lot more. I don't know why my ears just really like this version. Do remember that it is subjective. It is personal taste. Doesn't mean that this is the best or that's the best. Personally, my ears like the eMastered version the best. Out of all the three, definitely not Landr. Ozone is closer, but eMastered is still the best sounding one in my opinion. Okay, we'll try one more setting on Ozone. We'll try the pop setting. Let's listen to it again. Let's go back to eMastered. Yeah, eMastered is the winner for me. Between all these three, I would say eMastered definitely gives you the most flexibility in terms of what you can adjust. Not only does it sound the best, but you have the most flexibility. And I'll tell you why I think it sounds the best. So what I'm hearing is that it's more balanced across the lows, the mids, and the highs. There's a nice top end to it. It sounds nice and crispy, but it's not overdone. It's got that nice hi-fi sound. It also spatially sounds more balanced. It has more depth to it. I'll play one more time. Listen to the depth of the track. Listen to the overall space, right? If we go to the Landr one, notice how it just sounds more kind of crushed up together, kind of like compressed and squashed. And something similar as well in the Ozone version. Now, the Ozone version is a little bit more open. But not quite as open and spatial as the eMastered version. The eMastered version, it sounds perfectly compressed, not overdone, not overly squashed, whereas the other ones just sound a little bit too squashed. It's a very subtle thing, but that's what I'm hearing. And I really like the EQ that this one has. So it's really those two things for me that's making eMastered the winner. So if I was going to use AI mastering between these three, I would go with eMastered. I think that one sounds the best. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I hope this video helped. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you want to get help from us personally, just click that link in the description and we'll see if one of our courses is a good fit for you. And peace.